This is Polly's and no, this. Okay, got it. Okay, I got it. Hey, this is Bree Bagwell, and this is Real Life, Real Music.
Real Life, Real Music Radio with your host, Kyle Hutton.
All right. And Mr. Paul Eason. Y'all give it up for Paul. Look, every once in a while, when there's a show business couple, somebody called y'all Beeson the other day. Do y'all get that all the time?
You get Breeson a lot.
Breeson. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. So every once in a while when you have a show business couple and you book one of them, you get both of them for the same price. And that's what happened tonight.
He's playing for free whiskey
He's like,
tonight.
what?
So,
Paul's like, what?
Yeah.
She lied. Bree, thank you so much for coming out tonight and being here with us on a Monday night.
Yeah, this is wonderful, y'all. Thank you. I mean, I liked Do-Si-Do, but this is a little bit different over here. I had scallops for dinner. I'm having the time of my life, so thank you. Yes, it's great.
You know, we still do a show at Do-Si-Do, so edit that part out, the podcast. Yep. It's only 50% of the shoes that my kids wear, so don't worry about that, Bree.
I have a show coming up there, too. Let's definitely make sure we edit that one out, Kels. All right.
All right. So we have spent time at Do-Si-Do in the Woodlands in more scenarios than just doing this show, and we're going to talk about that later, because I love the fact that not only do you give yourself fully to your music, but you also give back a lot, and we'll have a little bit of an opportunity to talk about that tonight. But before I start asking you a bunch of questions, trying to like drag you down a bunch of different roads, why don't you just pick a song you want to kick us off with tonight?
Well, I was thinking about when we first got to hang out at your songwriting thing, so I was going to go ahead and play the song I wrote with my friend Courtney Patton.
Oh, this is a great song.
At your songwriting camp, when all the kids go away to write, me and Courtney wrote this song, and I had never met Courtney Patton at the time, and I told her about this song that I'd written all the verses to, and I told her that I was praying to God that my boyfriend at the time would cheat on me so I didn't have to break up with him. And I said, does that make me a bad person? She was like, yes, but I'm going to help you finish that song. So we wrote this song. I'm a very non-confrontational person, and this is a song for non-confrontational people. But it was a number one in Texas, so I think other people liked it too. Yeah. I wish you would cheat on me, and I wish I could catch you in a lie. I wish you would call me up and let me down and listen to me cry. I wish you would break my heart. I wish you could look me in the eye. Tell me there's another woman and just tell me goodbye. Then I'd see if I never saw you again, it would be too soon. Then I could make you feel real bad, 'cause my mama thought you hung the moon. Then I could tell everyone just what you've done, and we'd be history. I wish you would cheat on me. And I wish this could be enough. And I wish I could sleep at night. I wish I didn't hate myself, 'cause when I lie it just don't feel right. I wish there was a tight red dress. I wish there was whiskey and wine. I wish you'd get down on your knees begging, baby, please. It was just one time. Then I'd say if I never saw you again, it would be too soon. Then I could make you feel real bad, 'cause my mama thought you hung the moon. Then I could tell everyone just what you've done, and we'd be history. I wish you would cheat on me. You've never done me wrong, and you never will. Oh, but if I broke all of the rules, you would love me still. Don't make me say if I never saw you again, it would be too soon. I know you're gonna feel like hell, and your mama thought I hung the moon. I know that I should turn and run, 'cause you're not the one, but you deserve to be. I don't want you to hate me. Don't make me do this, baby. I wish you would cheat on me. I wish you would cheat on me. That song's not about Paul, guys, okay? Thank you.
I've always loved that song. Okay, just to give you all a little context, when my boys were young, they were wanting to learn piano and play guitar and write songs and that kind of stuff. So at the time, I was a partner in a recording studio in Magnolia, Texas, Red Tree Recording Studios, a studio that we built down there, and so we came up with this idea that we could do a songwriting camp for kids where we'd spend 2 days at Do-Si-Do, which is a really big old barn from Kentucky that they re-erected there, and lots of little nooks and crannies where you can go find a creative space with a notebook and sit down and write a song. And so we'd spend 2 days at Do-Si-Do writing songs. Then we'd go over to Red Tree for 2 days and we'd do acoustic demos of the songs that the kids wrote. And then we'd go back to Do-Si-Do and practice on Friday. And then we'd do a showcase on Sunday night for all their friends and family. So it was, blank page to finished song performed in front of people in a week. And it was a lot. It was a lot of fun. But when Courtney and the kids were, they were probably, I think we said no, they couldn't be younger than 10, and it would go from like 10 to 18. Okay, and the first time that Bree and Courtney played that song, they're like, "Kyle, check this one out." Well, that's what we'd been doing all day, like sharing the songs that we'd written with the kids. And she played "I Wish You Would Cheat on Me," and I'm like, there's going to be a parent that's going to be so mad at me that you just wrote that song with their kid. And thank God she wrote it with a really big kid, Courtney Patton.
And there's all these lovely, like, bright-eyed, brilliant little kids, and I'm supposed to be inspiring hope in them about the music industry, and I'm just like,
and relationships.
Just go be a doctor. That's what you should. You should be a lawyer or a doctor, and then play music for fun. Don't do this as your career. And Kyle's like, don't say that. That's not. I didn't say that.
No, you and I kind of share that. I would, to come write a song, that's fun, right? Mm-hmm. And like, let's be honest, kids,
and record it in a week. I mean, that's like
parents want to drop their kids off at a camp, So like, there was something cool about that. But I always told parents, they'd come up to me and they'd be like, my daughter's got it, doesn't she? And I'm like, can she do anything else?
Literally anything. I know.
And if the answer was no, like it's so in them that they have to express themselves that way and they have to get it out, then it's like, okay, then they should do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like if you're just playing around, the music business will have a way of weeding you out.
Oh, right away. It's been trying to do that to me for years and years and years.
Well, we're glad that it has not yet. Okay, so yeah, that's a great song, and I remember when.
And you paid us to do that, which was very nice of you. to go write songs with kids.
I've not always
Thank
been
you.
the sharpest knife in the drawer, but did I
Yeah.
even get named as like I've never seen any royalties from that.
Well,
At all.
10% of zero is still zero, Kyle Hutton. So I don't know if you.
I understand. Okay, so I want to fast forward. That one was, I don't know how long ago that was. 8 years ago?
I don't wanna-
10 years ago?
yeah,
I don't know. So let's fast forward to, and if I ask you about a song you don't want to play, you just say, Kyle, I'm not playing that song. But I want to ask you about your most recent release, Rescue.
Oh boy, we had a couple people that wanted Morning to leave the room for this song. So, but yeah, I wrote this song about my dog, Whiskey. And I found Whiskey in the middle of the road in 2019. And I got out and I chased her down. And I said it was a mile. The band said it was like 50 yards, whatever. But she stopped for me, and she had heartworms and fleas, and now she has an RV and fluffy beds and stage headphones. So she's really done a 180, and I love her so much. And this song, you know Helene Cronin, right? She's one of my favorite songwriters. I love her so much. And I was telling her I really wanted to write a song about my dog, but every time I do, I start crying. So the first time I played this song, I played it on stage with Zane Williams, and I just sobbed halfway through. And this man came up to me and he said, "I'm so sorry about your dog." And I was like, "Oh no, she's alive. Like she's like totally fine. Super sorry." But we ended up recording this song. Paul recorded this whole thing at our house. He played all the instruments on it. Very and cool. We've raised over $6,000 for 2 local dog shelters because of this tune. So, yeah. Are we gonna play it?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Well, this is nice. I don't have to do anything when he's here. I just...
Was the
same. And my life's changed for the better every day since I met you. And I know which one of us was the rescue. And I know which one of us was the rescue. Listen on the guitar, everybody. Yeah. Thanks.
Girl.
Dogs, man. Walt Wilkins.
Y'all, how many were here for Walt when he did Dogs, man?
Oh, you guys, usually I say
man.
Dogs, man, and nobody knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, no, we
That's
know
very
what you're
special.
talking about. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Golly, what a great song.
Thanks.
What a great song.
It's because of her that I got to meet, like, my honey bear.
Really?
I think so.
How did that work?
Well, I was dating a jerk, and he was the worst. And then that dog kind of gave me like the strength to leave that person, which sounds crazy, but it's not, because I hear people all the time who have the same experience. And when you have something that you love so much, and she loves me so unconditionally. We have a very unhealthy like relationship. It's like, if you follow me on social media, you know how crazy we are about each other. But anyway, so it was like, then I got rid of that person, and it opened up my life for more healthy people. And then Paul played for Kevin Fowler for 8 or 9 years, I don't know. But Kevin knew I had a crush on Paul, so when he found out we were both single, he matchmaked us.
Yeah, all right.
Thanks, Uncle Kevin. I appreciate it. But he says I owe him $50 for that. So if you guys ever see Kevin, can somebody please pay my debt?
Spot him 50. Spot him 50. Well, you know, and look, when Kevin tries to matchmake something, that could go one way or the other. You know
100%.
God love Kevin Fowler. Okay, so, you know, one of the things, Bree, you know, being familiar with your music, just, you know, from the times that you've done the show, and then me just hearing the stuff that's getting played on the radio, and, you know, seeing that you've got a new record out and just driving down the road and letting it run, you know, and listening, I've always been a fan. I am going to say that one of the things I love about streaming, even though there's a whole lot of negatives, is it's much easier to go through and click through and see who collaborated on songs and that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to have the physical. You can go figure out who wrote the song. And man, as I was going back through and getting ready for tonight and listening to stuff, I'm going to say a handful of my favorite Bree Bagwell songs you wrote 100% by yourself.
Oh, that's
and I know you collaborate a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I, you know, like, I don't know. That doesn't always happen for me with artists. You know what I mean? That I tend to end up landing on the ones that they've written themselves. And I can remember as a kid looking through records, and for some reason, like, the people that I loved the most were the ones that were writing like almost all their stuff on their own. And so I'm going to ask you in the vein of that, I want to ask you about Trenches and see if you guys would play that one.
Sure. Yeah, I think that a lot of that has to do with my producer, Rachel Loy, who I had a publishing deal at Sony in Nashville for 3 years, and I wrote a lot of songs with a lot of great co-writers. And I was going in to make my first record with her, and she was like, we were like walking into the studio, and she said, I can't do this. And I was like, this woman is crazy. And she said, these sound like songs that you wrote with somebody else, and they're good songs and they're quality songs, but they, like, what does Bree Bagwell want to say? And I was like, I don't know. Like, no one had ever I've always been trying to write the best possible song. And so when she said that, it really made me go reflect on, instead of like trying to write the best song possible to get a cut or make money or whatever, it was like, what do I actually have to say? And then it's been funny because this is our the new record's our third record we make together, and she almost always picks my solo rights. But she says that I'm more honest. So she picked Trenches, and I thought no one would like this song. It's very unique to Paul and I thought. Apparently it's not, but yeah, she picked this song, and I don't. It's been our biggest song yet, so what do I know about anything is my point. I don't know anything. But this is as close as I get to a love song, but we went through COVID together, and the silver lining of COVID was us spending a lot of time together because we don't get to do that. And so going through a hard time with somebody that you love, that's what this one's about.
Start it.
Sure. 3. Thanks, Kyle.
That song makes me happy. That song makes me smile.
Aww. We really wanted, we love to travel, and when we couldn't, we were like, what's the point of life? You know, it was like, it's so hard.
You hunkered down and made lemonade. Yeah. All right. So, you know, you talk about those songs that Rachel referred to. I mean, like, I think sometimes even when writers are writing by themselves, they stumble on things. I mean, you can be cathartic writing, you can be really, you know, putting something out there, but then also you catch those little those little moments of perfection that you go, that is a just damn good song, well written song, you know what I mean? And the song Heroes is one of the ones where I just think, you know, like, okay, that's not, I mean, you're not trying to set the world on fire in some sort of therapeutic fashion with that song.
Yeah, the internet told me that. They really, this one guy, he was like really intent on being like, I hate when songwriters get lazy and they just name names in a chorus. Like, that's lazy songwriting. And I was like,
so well written.
Excuse
me.
me.
It was so well written.
Thank you.
Because a lot of people do that. A lot of people just name drop they just do that. But that song was like purposeful and executed well.
Thank you.
Do you ever play that one?
Yeah, I would love to play that one. I'm sure you hear this a lot on this thing, that I'm in that songwriting accountability group so I was writing a song every single week when I was in Rachel Loy's songwriting group, and it was really cool people were in it, like Charlie Worsham and Bob Schneider, and so I had to use the word MIA in a song. And the songs are due Wednesday night at midnight, and I had a show that Wednesday. So I did write the song in a hurry, but I wrote the song in less than 30 minutes, and I was like, yeah, I think I got this songwriting thing figured out, and then it's never happened again. Like, it happens once, but I had to write a song with the word MIA in it as part of this homework group that I do to myself. I torture myself every week, and I couldn't think of anything with MIA, but I was booking flights on Southwest, and MIA is for Miami Airport. And then I thought of Keith Whitley. And then I thought of, actually, Nick Ferrato's here, who was my very first booking agent. But he had on his...
What's up, Nick?
What's up, Nick? Our first roster was... The first booking agency roster I ever got signed to which was not signed. He didn't make us sign anything. It was just... being cool. It was like Cody Johnson, Jody Booth, Josh Ward, like Scooter Brown, Adam Hood, William Clark Green, people like that. No big deal. Like, pretty good eye for talent back there. But the first night we all hung out as an artist roster, I was in a songwriting circle, and it was like, Cody Johnson and Josh Ward are like, you want to do Merle Till You Hurl? And I'm like, what's that? It's like, it's where you play Merle Haggard songs in a circle till someone throws up. And I was like, okay. But I ended up, apparently, according to Josh Ward, singing with a beer between my legs the whole night, and I held my own. And so this song is actually inspired, I don't tell that story very often, but this song is inspired by trying to out Merle Haggard the boys in the early days. So, yeah. I probably threw up later, but don't tell them that. No. Asked you to play me Miami, Miami. I found you love Whitley as much as I do. You gave me your Martin, I played Dolly Parton, and tried to show I knew more Haggard than you. We had a connection, but your vinyl collection was a needle straight to my heart. Sewing up pieces of the old masterpieces of love is a true love of art. And you love Waylon and Petty and Willie and Redding, the Etta and Johnny and Jude. Oh boy, I fell for you, because you're heroes, they're my heroes too. Disagreement, so Johnny Rodriguez softens the tension, and we tend to smile when you turn on some Ray Price and turn off all the lights. We head for the bedroom we love for a while. There's daydreams and night things, and Tammy Wynette sings, stand by the man that you love. Are as rare, classic as us. You love Waylon and Petty and Willie and Redding, the Etta and Johnny and Jude. Oh boy, I feel for you, because you're heroes, they're my heroes too. Thank you. That one song of the year somewhere. I don't remember.
Man.
Somewhere.
Let's all troll that guy that made those comments for Bree.
You can't troll the trolls. We should spend our time doing something more
There we
meaningful,
go.
maybe.
Yes,
I don't know.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all having a good time? Y'all doing okay out there so far? Okay, good.
Not too bad.
Good. Okay. Old Together.
Was that Corliss?
Of course
I
it
recognized
was.
Corliss's gasp from across the room.
Tell me about that one. That's one of the ones on, where the lyrics are on Apple and you can't see who wrote it.
I wrote that one by myself, Kyle.
Of course you did. Because I love it and I just called it out. I also love anything you and Paul have written together.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh, yeah.
We'll
Paul's
get
a
to
great
that.
co-writer. I wrote this song about Paul, though, because I think that being truly in love is the scariest thing I've ever done in my whole life. And I think anybody that has found a partner, and this one I was like maybe thinking about skipping because we were at a funeral today for someone who passed away much too young, and it's like, and they were soulmates, and it was just tragic. But I thought that maybe if I wrote this song and I got this fear that I have, because once you find someone that's so great and it's easy and it's fun and he's not jealous and he likes my dog, things that are important to me, and then you're really afraid that you're going to lose that. And so I wrote this song about that. Can you play this one?
I think so.
It's my love letter. If I'm not there for the rocking chair, for the gray hair, for the honey we've been everywhere, damn we share 80 years as a perfect pair. If I'm not there for the slowing down, for the sitting round, for the house with the porch outside of town, the sunset phase, the last few days, your wrinkled face. I wanna grow old with you, but just in case I don't get to, I'll think of us as a living love letter. If time is never guaranteed, the only thing I'll ever need before I go is for you to know you could not have been better. In case we don't get old together. And I know I shouldn't think this way. You laugh and say, probably it'll be okay. We'll spend our days in this perfect place. But just in case somehow I don't make it through till the end with you, goodness knows that I wanted to. If there are other plans out of our hands, do you understand? I wanna grow old with you, but just in case I don't get to, I'll think of us as a living love letter. If time is never guaranteed, the only thing I'll ever need before I go is for you to know you could not have been better. In case we don't get old together. And oh, and I can't keep worrying every second we're apart, 'cause it seems these days there's a million ways life can break my heart. I wanna grow old with you, but just in case I don't get to, I'll think of us as a living love letter. If time is never guaranteed, the only thing Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't realize what I was asking for.
It's okay. No,
There.
it's good. And then Zane Williams wrote a song about the Wilder Blue dying in a bus crash. So I think if we just like throw it out there, maybe it'll not happen. Maybe that, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
really, really feel like love for that song. But this Valentine's Day, I was like, does anyone want some handwritten lyrics? And I wrote that song so many damn times, Kyle Hutton, that I'm kind of a little bit, like a good amount of desensitized to it.
I gotcha. Well, it's a great song.
Thanks.
And I know that today specifically it hits different. So thank you for singing it. And I think we captured a beautiful version of it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's so nice. It's much better when Paul plays it.
Yeah. That's so great. Paul, you doing all right back there?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I'm all right. That was a tough one today.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how do we segue from that? Why don't you take a sip of whiskey, then sing us a song about it?
How did you know I needed it? I was going to try to sneak it behind those guitars. That's good whiskey. Thank you for that. We could just sing
Sing something.
upbeat song. Let's do that. These people are like, we are so sad. I am like so sorry. I'm sorry about it. I'm so sorry. Well, I did serve jury duty in our town of New Braunfels, Texas, where we reside.
Happy. We said happy.
Yeah, it is happy. I think this is okay. It's upbeat. It's not happy. I think, it's funny, as I forgot that I said this, and the Real Life, Real Music aired on Coke FM one night.
Okay.
And I had said that when I'm sad, I want to write songs, and when I'm happy, I want to go drink on a patio. So, like, that's why I don't have as many happy songs as I do sad songs. So, and I was like, go past me. That was a great job. That's exactly how I feel. But I was in jury duty, and I thought, wouldn't it be really cool if you could put your exes on trial and, like, present to a jury why they suck so bad? And I wrote this whole song on my legal pad because I knew he was guilty from like the first second. So I was paying attention enough, but I was already mad. And so then at the end of the jury duty session, they take your notepad and they throw it in the trash. And I was like, what? So I don't know the original third verse to the song, but I remembered most of it. So it was a number one. Corliss played this one for me a lot. It's called Free Man. And yeah, you have to play most of this one again.
Okay.
You're doing great. Okay. You don't get a courtroom, you don't get a case file, unbiased jury followed by a fair trial. You don't get a judge who might give a damn about a sentence, justice, witness protection plan. You got the evidence, but it's stacked against a free humiliation, separation, reparation package, reimburse for promises he just took back. It's not a crime to sin, that's just the way it is for a free man. Oh, a free man. You can never walk away without their price to pay, but he can. Some rules of the Bible ain't against the law. Expensive medication for occasional depression, asking all the while what the hell is a lesson. You don't get no sleep, but there's no PTSD. That guitar playing.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
Man, thanks for the applause during the guitar
Yeah.
solo. I mean,
No
we
kidding.
we
Wow.
have mics. We have mics around the room designed to, pick up the energy in the room. So I need your help for something. And I think last show I forgot this, so I'm going to remember it right now. I need a liner to kick off the radio show. So this is Bree Bagwell. And this is Real Life, Real Music. And then I need y'all to go absolutely nuts. Okay.
This is Polly Sin. No, this. Okay, got it. Okay, I got it. Hey, this is Bree Bagwell, and this is Real Life, Real Music. That was so good.
I knew y'all were here. Knew you were here tonight. Goodness.
That was a great. You're not going to have to put any fake audience in there.
None. We
Yeah.
never do. Well, yeah, we do. No, I'm just kidding. We I don't know if we do. I'll check with the editors. Maybe we do. Any fake?
No fake applause?
No fake applause? Okay.
Amazing.
All right, there you go. Yep.
All natural.
All natural. Okay.
I'm going to tune this guitar before Paul.
Okay. I want to play you a song.
That's, yes, please do. I think Kyle Hutton's such a great singer-songwriter,
Well, thank you.
and I'm honored.
And you're really going to love this one because this is the one song Bree Bagwell and I have written together.
No, you are not going to sing it.
I am. I worked on it today. I haven't played it in a while. So, are you getting that, Manny? Where you at? Nothing? Well, I was going to play it.
You can have my guitar. Your 9-volt
Hey,
died.
just go direct into the,
Yeah.
bypass the tuner there.
And you can
Y'all are
also
going to love this on the video podcast when you get to rewind it.
edit this part out now.
Are you getting anything now? Anything there? Yes. That's right. Dude, I guess I got a bad cable.
Yeah, or we have, here, take my guitar.
All right.
I just tuned it. I haven't paid for it yet, though, so don't drop it.
All right. I've never played anything with this many rhinestones. Kind of freaking me out. Will you hit that tuner down there?
course,
Okay,
yeah.
Paul, I'm going to be in E, and I don't know what I'm doing, so just follow along.
Oh my gosh, I love
It's going
this
to be
song.
great. So, yeah, I had this idea for this chorus, and I'm not going to say that it's about a girl from my hometown. But, everybody's got that. Well, not everybody. Some people might have that one person. You drive through town, your hometown. I lived in a small town and kind of drive through town. And it was kind of one of those places where you knew where everybody lived. Like I could drive by all the houses in town and go, yep, that's the Smiths. Oh, yep, that's the Crenshaws. That's the whoever. And you knew where everybody was on Friday nights and what they were doing and who got told on the next morning and all that good stuff. So anyway, this is a song that Bree Bagwell and I wrote.
Oh my gosh.
I can't drive these roads and not think about you and the things we said would make come true. And even though we both found someone new, I can't drive these roads and not think about you. I can't drive straight through town this close to home. There's something strange about being here alone. And this old highway sends my mind, babe, straight on back to you. The good Lord knows it's out of my control and there's nothing left to do. 'Cause I can't drive these roads and not think about you.
may come true. And even though we both found someone new, I can't drive these roads and not think about you. Yeah, I can't seem to picture in my mind that picket fence we always thought we'd find. And on these back roads driving real slow, you're still hanging around. I see your face here every place out on this haunted ground. Yeah, I can't drive these roads and not think about you and the things you said would may come true. And even though we both found someone new, I can't drive these roads and not think about you. Roads and not think about you and the things we said would may come true. And even though we both found someone new, yeah, I can't drive these roads and not think about you. Well, I can't drive these roads and not think about you. Yeah, I can't drive these roads and not think about you.
It's so good. I love it.
Well, there you go.
It's so good. That's it. I remember us writing, "This old highway sends my mind, baby."
Yep.
That's good.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
Because Bree's like, don't get lazy on me. Let's find that internal
That's
rhyme.
not what I said.
You did.
I was big on an internal rhyme back then.
We found it.
We did, but I'm not so much anymore. I think that was probably back in my Sony days when if you didn't have something super catchy and under 3 minutes, they didn't pay attention to you.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that, again,
They
I wasn't
still
trying to
didn't pay
set the
attention
world
to
on fire there
It's a great
or impress
song.
my therapist. It was just we're just going to have a good time and, speak the truth. Everybody drives through town and goes, oh, remember that one? Oh, I'm not going to tell that story.
No, I love it. And I think it's very like Tom Petty or something, right? Like it's very, I don't know. It's a fun one.
Yeah, it is.
We're going to record that eventually.
Yeah, we should.
We're too busy over here recording sad songs that don't make any money, Kyle Hutton. So that's why we're so busy over here.
Yeah. Okay, so listen, you have recorded some new songs.
Yeah.
And could we possibly get a sneak peek of the new project?
Yeah, totally. I just did 5 new songs last week, and I have a fan club of sorts, my Patreon, and I take all the money that people, it's $5 a month to be a member of my fan club, or more if you want to pay more, that's fine too, but I take all that money and then I go record music in Nashville. So I took all that money and I recorded 5 new songs, and so I'm really excited. I don't know when I'm going to release them. It felt very fun because right now I don't have a manager or a label. It was just me and my producer and I, with no other noise in our ears. Mm. And that's a fun place to be as an independent artist,
Yeah.
Like truly independent. We could do anything we wanted. So she's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I want to record this kind of sexy song, but I had to tell my dad first. And he said it's okay. He doesn't like it, but he said it's okay. So yeah, but I've been introducing this song as I'm at the age where all my friends are going through their first divorces. And a lot of my friends are like, you cannot introduce the song like that anymore. So I got to find a new way to introduce it. But But everyone's talking about the love languages, you know. There are 5 love languages, and they're always talking to me about it. So I wrote a love language song, and well, I need your hands on my body, your voice ain't enough. It's not that you don't want me, it's just how I feel love. And now that finally we're together, you can explain it better. Slowly, like only you can hold me. You love me and you've told me, but I need you to show me. Well, I just can't get it together. We've been apart for too long, and now we're lonely like a sweater. So when you come back home, and from all your traveling, can you unravel it slowly, like only you can hold me? You love me and you've told me, but I need you to show me. And honey, act like you and I, all that we've got is time. And it's not flying by. I know I'm terrified. I'm not on your mind. It's just a life and we're fine. Just remind me slowly. Oh, slowly, like only you can hold me. You love me and you told me, but I need you to show me. You love me and you've told me, but I need you to show me. We don't know how it ends.
All I
Thanks.
was sitting here thinking was, Paul better play a hell of a guitar solo.
I was thinking too. It didn't work out so good for me.
Wow.
Well, that's the first time we've played
Don't
that
screw
song.
this one up.
We have not played these songs out live. I've maybe messed around with it, but
That is great. That's a great song.
thank you.
It's a great song. I could tell
Thanks.
I was sweating over here.
I played that song for Paul the first time we were at Mile Zero Fest in Key West, and he'd never heard it before, and he was like, "Are you kidding me? Why did you just do that with no warning?" I was like, "I wrote this last night. I need your hands on my body." He's like, "What are you doing? I hate this about you."
That's not true.
Oh,
It's a love-hate thing.
yeah, whatever.
Okay, so I told you that I would have my Porter Wagner moment during the middle of the show. And where are all my friends from Blue Forge Alliance? Just raise your hand real quick. Okay. Here's what I want to say. First off, thank you guys for being here. I hope you're enjoying the show tonight. Blue Forge Alliance, you know, when I first started learning what they did, I'm like, okay, and now tell me a different way, because I want to really understand what y'all do. And so every time I'm going to talk about Blue Forge, I go look for more stuff. Like, okay, what do these guys do? And I found an infographic today that gave me a few stats, and the one that stood out to me most, because what Blue Forge Alliance does is they work with the U.S. Navy to ultimately help make our country stronger, make this a safe place for us. And they do that specifically in the realm of the submarine industrial base production of U.S. submarines. And currently, they have over 300 active projects with the U.S. Navy where they're working hard to make sure that the defense of our country is where it needs to be. And I just want to say, like, I get to drive out to the country and sleep tight at night, and I love that. I love that there are places that I get to gather with other people, like right here in the Stella Hotel tonight. And man, I believe that we live in the best country in the world, and I appreciate what you guys are doing to help make sure it stays that way. So Blue Forge, thank you for what you do every day, and thank you for investing in what we do here. And if I screwed that up, I'm sorry, but that's my layman's understanding of what you guys do. I got the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Between that and the last song, I'm sweating up here. All right, what do you want to play for us? I've asked for something new. Let's say, okay, tell me this, all right? Because obviously before you started writing songs, and you guys, you and I have had this conversation before, I think both of us kind of got our start of, I guess a place to express ourselves musically in church, right? If I remember right, you did some Amy Grant on the piano and learned some different stuff like that.
I went to a Christian preschool, and they put on plays, musical plays twice a year. So my first one, I was 3 years old when I started singing on stage, and my mom had to bribe me with a doll because I was terrified. And she says, instead of a doll now, it's just a beer. And I'm like, that's not a nice story, Mom. But I'm like, yeah, so I've been singing and performing since I was 3 years old on stage. And I really wanted to do other things. I have a business degree. I went to college. My dad's an accountant. My brother's a financial advisor. So I was like, I really wanted to do something else, because I've always just wanted to be like the boss babe that like goes to work and has her briefcase and like kills it and wears a suit. Like I just wanted to do that, and it just never was in the cards for me. I had a day job for 3 months after I graduated, before I met Nick, and I was like, oh, I have gigs, and I quit my day job, and I've not looked back. So that was 2010. But I mean, I'm just like you. I like grew up. I love singing, but I loved Texas music, and all I wanted to be in my whole life was a Texas country singer. And I like the fact that I can say that I've done that, and that the people around me are my peers, and I'm considered a part of this scene is really such an accomplishment for me. And the people in Nashville have never, like, they've always like kind of liked me. They flirt with me, but they haven't really. But it's fine with me, because Texas has always given me a career and a home and a place to play my music. And I'm so content with that. And I can, still go to Target. It's great. I think we can't all be Lainey Wilson. And when we can't, we can still go to Target. Free Bagwell.
There you go.
I don't know. But I would still like to do that, of course. But what am I saying? This is your show.
I love it. No, keep going. I just get to sit back and enjoy the show. Okay, so play us one of the early fan favorites that you still have to play every night.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Pick one.
Ray Wiley Hubbard, Be Careful What You Write, because you have to play it for the rest of your life. That one, yeah.
Have y'all heard Ray say that? He said that about Up Against the Wall, Redneck Mother. Be careful what you write, because you will have to play it every night for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Mine was more, I mean, I do get a lot of requests, but I've started to say, oh, I'll totally play that for $100. And I either don't have to play it or I get $100, and it's great. And so that's my advice to new artists. Yeah. Anyway, I'm from New Mexico, and yeah, I have some New Mexico friends here. And Las Cruces is a bigger town now than when I grew up there, but when you go through a breakup in a small town, like the whole town kind of hates you for a minute, and that's what this song's about. So it's not where I'm from, but it's called Band from Santa Fe. And my very first radio interview I ever had, I went in to play. This was my first radio single in Texas, and the radio DJ said, "Wow, you're so smart. You wrote a song about a city in Texas and a city in New Mexico." And I was like, "Yeah, I did. I didn't know there was a Santa Fe, Texas." Anyway, here it is. This song is old enough to vote. That's how old this song is. Yeah.
If they knew from the start that I would break your heart, tell me why they're acting so surprised, giving you the pity eyes. Yeah, when I'm walking by, no longer you and I, they all stop and stare at me the way they do. It's because of you. Never had a chance. You were the favorite in our bad romance. I'm just a gypsy girl. I danced into your small town world. They had a lot to say. I'm banned from Santa Fe. Side told me your mama cried. How could anyone ever leave a guy like you? What's it gonna do? Yeah. There's rumors I was cheating, stories you were leaving. Long before the morning I said goodbye. You love to live a lie. I never had a chance. You were the favorite in a bad romance. I'm just a gypsy girl. I danced into your small town world. Oh, they had a lot to say. I'm banned from Santa Fe. They had a lot to say. I'm banned from Santa Fe. Oh, they had a lot to say. I'm banned from Santa Fe.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so Paul has been so dutifully, picking on the guitar back there tonight. Can y'all have a song y'all can sing together?
Do you want to sing your new one?
Oh, sure.
Well, I like it because it's about me. But listen, as soon as I said it, I was like, I'm so sorry. You should play whatever you want to play.
No, I'll do as I'm commanded. That's fine.
Do you need more of you in the monitor? I bet you Manny could do that.
Nah, I don't need that.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
This is one.
Thanks, Manny.
So we are currently building a house together right now. When I say we're building it, I mean like physically with our hands, trying to do that. Because we live in a place that's even smaller than the place we're trying to build. And it was in COVID, and we were learning to cook together and stuff. And I mean, our kitchen is like you can't do two things at once. You can't open the oven and also the microwave. You can't open the fridge and also a cabinet at the same time. It's that small. And so that inspired this one right here.
There's a spot on a hill in California where you can see all the way to the bay. The weather is fine and the juice is divine. You sit around and drink it all day. And there's a little old pub in London where they still burn coal for their heat. There's 2 empty chairs at the bottom of the stairs. We can kick back and warm up our feet. Yeah, we don't have the time or the money to do all the things we want to. But I promise this to you, honey, I'm working on getting them for you. Right here in this tiny apartment with your forehead pressed to my cheek. There's no place in the world that I'd rather go, and nobody's richer than me. Someday we'll make all the money, and we'll see all the things we can't see. I'll build you a place with a little more space where the cabinets won't bang on your knee. And I'm taking you down to the ocean where they're running the sail up the mast. The cabin is small but hardly at all like the places we've lived in the past. Yeah, we don't have the time or the money to do all the things we want to. But I promise this to you, honey, I'm working on getting them for you. And right here in this tiny apartment with your forehead pressed to my cheek, there's no place in the world that I'd rather go, and nobody's richer than me. Some guys I know can turn anything gold, and some guys barely get by. It matters not, because what we got is the one thing that they can't buy. Yeah, we don't have the time or the money to do all the things we want to. But I promise this to you, honey, I'm working on getting them for you. And right here in this tiny apartment with your forehead pressed to my cheek, there's no place in the world that I'd rather go, and nobody's richer than me. There's no place in the world that I'd rather go, and nobody's richer than me.
That was a bad decision.
Thank you very much.
I at least hope that's about me. That'd be so weird if it wasn't.
I cut out a cuss word I did put in there, because this is radio and TV, whatever this is.
Cordless will play anything on Maverick. You could cuss up a storm.
Yes.
By the way, the syndicated edited version of this show runs Man, it runs, every Sunday in just outside Nashville and Dixon, Tennessee, all the way over to San Luis Obispo, California.
Nice.
But it makes a stop right here. Call letters, what? Maverick 1 KVMK, Wheelock, Bryan. Now, I live in Wheelock, but the tower just happens to be in Wheelock. Wheelock, Bryan. Every Saturday at 7 to 8, you can listen to the edited version. And then for all of the unedited action, like when my guitar didn't work and Bree started crying and all that kind of stuff, you can watch the video podcast. And there's there may be 70 or 80 episodes up now on the website. So go check those out. Okay. Have y'all had a good time tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
And big shout out to Corliss. That's one of my favorite people in the whole entire world, but she doesn't have to play my songs. She does, but she's also my friend.
She is a great, great person, a huge supporter of independent artists and songwriters. We have 3 more shows left in the 2024 inaugural year of the Stella Sessions, and it's right in front of you. October 14th, Chuck Cannon.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh is right. If you have not heard Chuck Cannon before, just wait. You already know some of his songs. Like, you remember I Love the Way You Love Me by John Michael Montgomery, and How Do You Like Me Now by Toby Keith, American Soldier. Man, he's had so many cuts by so many different artists, and he's hilarious.
Super funny.
Somewhat irreverent, and
you're going to have to edit that one.
He's great. He's great. So Chuck Cannon, October 14th. And then my buddy from Beaumont, Tracy Bird, is going to be here on November 11th. And then we're going to finish up the year with, one of the newest best friends of the city of Bryan, Mr. Michael Hearn, is going to come in December and hang out. And guess what? His big barn dance can be back here again in March. And so we're going to have some amazing conversations with Michael about everything that he's got going on. And and watch for emails coming out about what's happening with tickets for 2025, okay? Those of you that are in here that are founding members, again, you took a huge risk. You bought 12 shows without knowing who was going to be here. But look what I brought.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
But look what I brought. Okay? So here's the thing. We're doing it again. And because you took a chance with us this year, you have first dibs to the seat you're sitting in. Okay? And so you'll see that information coming out. I've been in show business a long time. I never assumed that everybody that's here tonight's going to be here next time. But I hope you will. I hope you've had a great time exploring this with us, and that you'll be a part of it for many years to come. Now, that being said, we got time for a couple more songs.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to want to hear Crazy.
Oh.
But then you got to pick another one. So let's do a couple. I saw a crazy person in the back raise their hand.
Oh, it's Marcy.
Oh, hey, okay, yeah, that's Marcy. And look, do y'all like my hat? This hat says Different Day Foundation. Heal, house, and employ. Heal, house, and employ. My wife Tara and I had one of the biggest honors of our lives, getting asked to serve on the board of this organization that is, they are championing providing a service that's needed. There's a lot of nonprofits, and a lot of great nonprofits, that are attacking the problem of human trafficking and sex trafficking. What we are doing at Different Day Foundation, and when I say we, the board, Nick Ferrata back there is on the board. Marcy is the founder. Obviously, Jody, huge supporter, keeping her on the rails back there. But Different Day Foundation, do you know right now, there are, and I know these stats because we just did a video on it last week, there's 313,000 known victims of human trafficking in Texas. There's 41 beds in the state to put those people while they try to recover. So, Different Day Foundation is working alongside other nonprofits that are in the human trafficking space and with law enforcement to provide places for these people to come heal and have a chance to recover from the trauma that they've been exposed to. Marcy's back there. If you've got a heart for that conversation, I bet she'll hang around. And if you just love my hat, you can buy one to support the cause. You know what we'll do? I've got some Real Life Real Music hats. I don't have this hat, and you can't have it. But I have some Real Life Real Music hats. I think maybe there's 10 more back there. I'll put them right here. And if you want to come, throw a 20 down or 100 down or whatever you want to throw down, take a hat, and we'll give this money to Marcy before she leaves.
Yes,
okay?
girl.
For Different Day
Love
Foundation. Okay.
Well, I have to add one more thing to that because I love Marcy too. But if you have a problem like me getting rid of clothes that are maybe given to you, or like clothes that don't quite fit right, but you're like, maybe I should try to sell this and make $7 off of it. Marcy has given me an amazing place where I am just like, immediately I go drop it in my Marcy box, and you can donate the clothes that will go to women they can go shop these closets and they feel safe shopping for clothes and stuff. So it's also a place to do that. So if you have problems getting rid of things, or you don't know where to take them, or it just feels strange, and you've got some really, really cute stuff, Marcy will take it right off your hands. She would love to take it off your hands and give it to a good cause. Thanks, Marcy, for doing that. Yeah.
You're famous at Stage Left at their boutique in downtown Bryan, by the way.
I am?
Yeah, you are. Oh, by the way, I did want to tell you this earlier. When you were talking about what a lackadaisical job you did on jury duty, I was going to ask Judge Peters if that's usually how it's done.
I'm so sorry.
I forgot to mention that. I was going to ask the judge if he really enjoys those kind of people in his court. But anyway, that's beside the point. Play us a song.
I exaggerate for the story. Okay, I did a good job. Okay, I did such a good job, they just called me to do it again. That's how good I did. I was like, it must have been real good. Anyway, I wrote this song for anybody that's ever been called crazy when they didn't deserve it. And this is male, female. So if you leave here tonight, the only thing I want you to remember is that Jesus did not make you crazy. Your ex made you crazy. Don't you blame it on them. Don't you forget it. 2, 3, 4. There's tears on my face, but you don't believe them, so I grab a suitcase. I tell you that I'm leaving, and lately it's the only way that I can even get to you. 'Cause nowadays it seems there's no meeting in the middle. I go to these extremes just so you'll give a little. You love to blame me, but you're the reason for the things I do. You bet I'm crazy. Don't you ever think maybe when I have to love someone like you, baby. You're damn right I'm crazy. It's impossible to stand here and try to explain that I really understand why you think that I'm insane, 'cause you're driving me straight to the edge, and I know that it's true. When you call me crazy, you bet I'm crazy. Don't you ever think, baby, when I have to love someone like you, baby. Boy, you bet that I'm crazy enough to let you treat me this way, 'cause you know that I'm just crazy enough to stay. chords on that solo. And Paul did a great job anyway. I am terribly sorry about that.
That's great news. I thought I messed up.
No, I'm...
And you call me crazy. Boy, you bet I'm crazy. Don't you ever think, baby, when I have to love someone like you, baby. You're damn right, I'm crazy. Boy, you bet I'm crazy. Don't you ever think, baby, when I have to love someone like you, baby. Oh, boy, you bet that I'm crazy. Yeah, baby, I'm crazy. Yeah, baby, I'm crazy.
We don't know.
Bree, thank you so much for being here with us
Thank you.
tonight. And Paul, man, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Great, thanks, man.
For free, Paul. For free, Paul. That's so nice. So nice.
Oh, man. Okay, before we get out of here, October, Chuck Cannon. We're also, and you'll get this when we reach out to you to find out who's using your tickets for the show. You're going to get more information about the second, I call it kind of a trunk show, but I think we should change it, Bailey. I think it should be called like a trunk and drunk show, because you're going to get to see really cool stuff at the boutique, but you're also going to get to taste award-winning whiskeys over at Six Whiskey, which, by the way, Six Whiskey was the call letters that her grandfather used when he flew in. He flies gliders in Marfa. It doesn't get much cooler than that.
That's like Paul Eason's retirement plan, like for sure.
Yeah. So we're going to do another event at Six Whiskey prior to the Chuck Cannon show, where the store is just open for us. Whiskey tasting. They usually have some yummy chocolate. She talked about some sort of punch. Is that like the stuff we used to do in the trash can? And I don't know. We'll find out, and I'll send you the details, and you're not going to want to miss it. So, Six Whiskey. Once again, I want to thank the Stella Hotel, all the staff here, Lake Walk, Destination Brian. Thank you guys for helping Real Life, Real Music put this on. Blue Forge Alliance, I hope you guys had a great time tonight. Thanks for everything that you do. Bree and Paul, love you guys. Now you have the task of picking a song to end the night.
Cool.
Oh, hats, Real Life, Real Music. We'll give all the money to Different Day Foundation and puppies and all that kind of stuff. So, you know.
Marcy's my choice tonight, yeah. Can I pick like Happy Birthday? You said any song.
Whose birthday?
I'm sure it's somebody's birthday. No, not one person. Okay. Terrible choice in songs.
Is it today?
Aww. Well, I'm going to pick this song just because I like playing this song with Paul, but I have a really interesting team around me. I have an amazing PR team, amazing band, amazing. My tour manager's here tonight, Ashley. Thank you. Yeah. And I have, radio, but I just signed a sync deal, which is somebody who's going to pitch songs to movies and TV and stuff.
I love the name of your podcast. Your podcast. Because you just signed a deal with that too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, my podcast is called Only Vans, but with a V, not a F. So Only Vans, and it's where I interview people from my tour van.
Yeah.
And it's mostly G-rated. Like, there's nothing weird about it, but we've had really great guests like the Braun brothers and, you know, Mickey and Willie and Cody Canada and
Then it's not G-rated.
yeah, that's right. But yeah, we just got signed by the Ed Helms. Y'all know Ed Helms from The Office that plays the banjo, and he's in The Hangover and stuff. Mm-hmm. He has a podcast network called The Bluegrass Situation and they just signed my podcast.
Dude,
so
that's awesome.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah. It feels super weird because you're trying so hard to write songs and be smart, and you're just this is Police and no this okay I got it. Hey, this is Bree Bagwell, and this is Real Life, Real Music. Behind the scenes kind of chit chats like this but worse. Is my podcast like this but worse and no songs?
No, that's not true. It's funny.
Thank you.
You should watch it.
Well, I just this one.
But don't go look up Bree on OnlyFans.
No.
Just don't do it. It's Bree OnlyVans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
COVID didn't get that bad. Like it was, but it was close. It was close. But this song was almost on Yellowstone, I think, and it was almost on my mother loves the Hallmark Channel more than anybody loves the Hallmark Channel. And she has a Google spreadsheet alphabetized of Hallmark movies that she's watched.
That is awesome.
And so in my life, I feel like I've done a lot of cool things. Like I've sold out Green Hall, and I've just done some things that I think are important. And my mom is like, she almost had a song on the Hallmark Channel one time. This is my mom's biggest accomplishment in my life. So anyway, but my point is I just signed a new sync deal. So hopefully this will get on the Hallmark Channel and my mother's life will be fulfilled. So
When I first saw you with your 5 o'clock shadow, you were staring off into the sun. And your eyes shined through me as you took a shot of whiskey like an outlaw on the run. So it didn't take me by surprise when you walked right up and asked me to dance. Like a desert mirage, the closer you got, I knew you didn't stand a chance. If you had real dust on your boots, the kind that's passed down from your roots, I bet I would fall for you if you were a cowboy. If running free ran in your blood, you wouldn't have to pick me up. You just ride off with my love if you were a cowboy. You're a big city boy wearing turquoise rings and your $100 ripped up jeans, smoking Marlboro Lights in the bar every night, thinking that's what grit really means. If you had real dust on your boots, the kind that's passed down from your roots, I bet I would fall for you if you were a cowboy. If running free ran in your blood, you wouldn't have to pick me up. You just ride off with my love if you
Paul Easton. He plays in a band called the Wilder Blue. They're okay. They're just like on tour with Luke Combs. It's not a big deal or anything. I think once he knew where I was playing and that there was going to be the Stella and scallops and a whiskey bar involved, he was like, "Oh, actually, I'm free that day." I was like, "I haven't seen you in 3 months. What's happening here?" And if you guys don't mind, my friend Kyle works really hard on this, and it makes us all feel really good in the music scene. So, my talented singer-songwriter friend Kyle Hutton, y'all. And Manny running the sound every week for us degenerates. 'Cause I need a man who's raised up tough, the kind that falls and gets right back up. Baby, you would make the cut if you were a cowboy. 'Cause I've got real dust on my boots, the kind that's passed down from my roots. I bet I would fall for you if you were a cowboy. If running free ran in your blood, you wouldn't have to pick me up. You just ride off with my love if you were a cowboy. If you were a If you were a
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Bree Bagwell and Mr. Paul Easton.